Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome back for another video of Langrisser. And today we're gonna be taking a look at two replays this time around, and I'm only going to show the replays from last weekend. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the weekend before, the weekend before the weekend that we did before, the 2 weeks the 2 weeks ago. That one I couldn't do it because there were some replay corruptions, which unfortunately Zelon couldn't find a way to fix it. Like this is the same issue that happened before. Enya, like whenever it involves Enya most of the time. But if you do something like like copy a character like outside of her natural range, this kind of stuff usually happens, and I don't know why Zelon didn't find a way to fix it yet. Kind of frustrating, which kind of ruins some of my replay highlights. Which whatever. I guess that's fine. But however, this time around, I don't think it needs to be that much of a focus when it comes to Enya's like usage on the two matches I'm going to be show here, because those ones are kind of light used on the Enya. So I think they should be fine, hopefully. So anyways, I am just going to mute myself and hope you all enjoy the replays, and I'll come back once everything is sorted. So anyways, enjoy.
ターゲットは悪党。絶対に容赦しないわ。ターゲットは悪党。絶対に容赦しないわ。
愚かな。
無礼者、騎士の忠誠を軽んじるな。無礼者、騎士の忠誠を軽んじるな。引き裂け。芦屋への怒りを受けよ。
甘く見ないでしか。赤谷はすごい武器持ってるしか。赤谷はすごい武器持ってるしか。私完璧ですわ。引きなさい。
定めの時が来ました。セイラム王国の血筋は私が守る。セイラム王国の血筋は私が守る。次はひざまずかせてやる。
甘く見ないでしか。
セイラム王国の血筋は私が守る。
死ね。
定めの時が来ました。
死ね。見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。主人、お仕置きしないで。
愚かな。さっさと消えろ。不敬な。愚かな。いいよ。倒すというのか。
感じなさい。聞きなさい。仮面に泥を塗るわけには私を侮らないでほしいですわ。セブリークのために。セブリークのために。ごめんなさいしか。次はちゃんとやるしか。一旦引いて回復に努めます。
誰にも止められん。
正面突破。
弱点を見つけた。
アイン様に対する不敬、万死に。
祈りの声を聞きなさい。祈りの声を聞きなさい。
それならとことん抗うまでだ。
消滅の時だ。
弱点を見つけた。
水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。アシアへの怒りを受けよ。水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。
祈りの声を聞きなさい。
勝負をつける時が来たな。勝負をつける時が来たな。
弱点を見つけた。
新規合一。
闇を払います。
無知な愚か者め。
くそ、こんな傷ごときで。新規合一。
定めの時が来ました。定めの時が来ました。
闇を払います。
水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。
見よ、燦然と輝く勝利の光よ。セブリークのために。
神はすでに示している次の私を。
むっ
水晶よ、帝国の敵を倒すのです。
弱点を見つけた。弱点を見つけた。
それならとことん抗うまでだ。
闇を払います。
消滅の時だ。私の言葉は禁忌の断り。
まだまだ俺も未熟だな。
Okay, I am finally back, and let's talk about what have happened in those two matches. So the first one, I am fighting against some player. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name because just in case if I just butchered it. So, anyways, this player, I believe this is like a bronze player worthy, but because I can tell by the box, like the way how it's set up, it looks kind of like meta wise when it comes to Enya and Ilya in the box, but here's something that I noticed. The reason why I think this person is bronze is because the pick and ban is a bit of a, it's like I would say questionable per se. So, anyways, I'm going first in this match, and he banned my Ymir as the first ban, which is unusual, but I kind of understand where they're coming from because for one, I think the time that they come back was probably during the time of Ymir and Selka's MU. And a lot of people are scared of this man. And honestly, I couldn't blame them because Ymir is just so powerful. But however, there's one that they forgot about is that some meta units do in fact fall off sometimes. But Ymir is still viable to this current meta, but not as effective as like in the current meta. What I mean by that is that his debuff immunity cannot be like protecting him against like certain debuffs aura. Like for example, Ilya's aura, where it needs to consume one extra mobility. That counts as a debuff, and apparently that bypasses Ymir's immunity, which will makes the Redeemer somewhat useless when it comes to reviving. So anyways, let me get the steps on the way, and I just did the usual ban. I do first ban Anya the whole time. As if there's an enemy team with the box that has Anya in it, I go for that ban first, like most of the time, because I don't want to deal with the copying or whatever. And I got my own Enya because he made that mistake of like letting Enya through. And then he banned my Ice and Selga, which alright, but the thing is you just left me with another option that could be dangerous for you. And that will be you'll see soon. And I just banned his Ilya because he didn't bother to pick it. And also Bright Summoner on top of that. In case that Bright Summoner is a mage, but thankfully it wasn't. It was a holy unit. And I secured Ilya as the second pick. Although many people say that these two might not work together, but the thing is, for me, it works against this player. And as you can see from the replay that you just saw previously. And he went and then he began banning my tank, which is Lightbringer as one of them. Along with it was Isolde, and he picked Light of Genesis, which is a classic unit. Although even though she is outdated, she can be a nuisance if you're not careful. So I banned Isolde and Patricia, like anybody that can be potentially dangerous. And I secured my Christian because I had no other choice but to secure my tank. And the reason why I chose Christian over Tarantel is because of the princess faction. Because Ilya is part of princess, so it makes sense for me to pick Christian up. And then he chose Bernhardt, which is a fine choice. And I banned his Apo and Lymph. Although Apo might still be of use in some boxes, but not for me. Because for me, it's kind of like a tank push, somewhat-ish, but the main focus of my box is mostly like take out enemies from a distance. It's basically like sniping people, kind of like that. But of course, everyone has different ways of play when it comes to what kind of tank push they want. They can do the classic tank push where they have melee units, but for me, I prefer ranged because most of the time you can avoid damage, like for yourself, unless they have a reflector or deflect. Basically, they can do reflect damage, something like that. Like if they have thorns, which is fine, but I think my units do have something that can prevent like some of the reflect damage, which is Nebulous Robe. I think I put it on my Ilya. Well, anyways, we'll see how it goes here. And I secured my Ishin for, of course, Act Against Support. And he banned my Bright Summoner and Ginzu, Mac and Ginzu, I mean, which is fine because these two are pretty strong. And an Aka deployed, which is interesting, or Akaya, depending on if any of you know her actual name from a very very long time. Like I remember her name should be called like Akaya in the past, but Xenon decided they decided to keep the name as Aka, which is sometimes some people might have rubbed this the wrong way, honestly. Although yeah, I couldn't wish that they changed her name to Akaya just to like make it stay true to the history or whatever history of the language's lore. But anyways, it is what it is. And I went and banned his Selka and gun because I don't want to deal with those crazies like craziness like Selka with a crazy heal and gun with potential jump at my team. I did not want any of that. Like, although I do want to let Gun go, but I really can't because he is a nuisance. And then he went and picked up his Listel, which is kind of scary on my current team, but it is manageable. But it will be kind of a close call because if you guys haven't seen the replay already, or you might already skip forward, this Listel almost crushed my team. Honestly, that is really scary. But I managed to make a comeback because most of my important units are still alive as a result of the attack. So let me get this battle commenced. And someone's maybe asking how many stars is my area right now. Well, previously I was fighting I was playing with Ilya in the last weekend before, like the week before last weekend. Ilya at that time was 3 stars, but now she is a 4 star, which means that she should be able to do better than 3 stars, which no brainer, and also she will be able to attack further than she normally would, which is a huge improvement for me because this Ilya might have a better chance of like doing damage while staying far away. Yixin, same as usual. Christian, I'm only gonna keep her here for like a bit longer because as soon as Dragon Slayer comes out, Christian might have to go because I believe Dragon Slayer is like a hybrid of both like APO plus a tank, I think. Yeah, if I had to get rid of one tank, it has to be Christian. Unfortunately, but I just have to wait and see how it goes because sometimes replacing someone might not be the best option. So I had to think carefully whether if I want to do that or not. But ultimately, I might just keep Christian, but we'll have to see. Tiana with the 3 common skills, as you can see. Tiana, I've been using her a lot lately, like especially in PVE content. Like I like how her kit works. So like whenever I do like a PVE, I usually do escort first, but in PvP, I don't do that unless I can reach. And also, I do like this blade throwing thing, which will hit anywhere on the map as long as you can hit it. But even if you don't hit anyone, Tiana is still gonna gain first strike, which is insane. But the best usage is of course hit someone with it because you'll guard ignore as well as potentially kill them instantly because the damage you go to will go straight towards the hero. And finally, we got Enya. She's gonna be here to provide some copying support. I don't understand why some people just do not want to ban Enya. Although kind of interesting that some people want to fight Enya because it is possible to counter her, but it will be ridiculously hard to do. So I'll let this match play out and see how it goes. And this is the enemy team right here. And right away, I activate accident on myself. Could have done on Christian, but it's fine. And this is where I start building the range of the angel. And the key point about building the Angel of Justice's range is that your Ilya has to be within that one ring. Like right here, as you can see, the blue square. Like any of these tiles is going to give her spiritual perception, which will increase the Angel's range. And also, make sure you keep her alive at all times, because if she loses that revive, that Angel will vanish, and you had to rebuild everything again from the start. So yeah, make sure you keep her safe. Otherwise, she's probably going to have wasted potential for you. So let's get this battle carried on. And I use Tiana not move, but just throw a dagger at someone. I believe I hit Ice Abyss with it. Yeah, I did. Although it won't matter since there aren't any tanks. Hardly any tanks on that team. And I put the prophecy on Tiana, which supposedly is supposed to activate, but for some reason the replay doesn't really show. But thankfully this replay is not corrupted, so whew, thank God. So let's see. This guy doesn't have any guard skill, so it won't matter. Okay, Aka's gonna summon Wolf right away due to the exclusive. Prevent act again, which is kind of a waste, honestly. Oh, excuse me. And this is where I might have made a mistake here. Well, maybe not, but I should have gone for this, like it's Listel instead of ice. But however, I do fear ice, which I guess is understandable. Okay, it does activate here. I don't know. Sometimes the replay doesn't really show, but kind of strange though. I tried body block but failed because that Lisel can still reach my team. With that, the 3C is really nasty. Like basically now my whole team is like heal reversed. Yeah, I cannot just walk out the range because that will leave Enya exposed. And I put the prophecy on Ishin, and then Blood Danza comes, and this kills Enya, unfortunately. And that means that Tiana clone is gone. I had to get rid of Listel, it's just gonna destroy my whole team. And at this point, I'm not gonna activate the prophecy because Enya's dead. No point of activating that. Okay, that AoE almost killed my entire team, which is scary. But as you can see, my angel got removed due to the revive activated. And I couldn't activate another angel because of silence. So I used everything I could to get rid of every threat that's coming at me. And thankfully the hero reverse got weared out. So I can play this game like normal. And yeah, my Christian got the revive activated and now she's at full potential. Ishin, I'm gonna attack with Ishin. I was hoping I can kill Akka, which I successfully did so, and also Ishin is still alive. And then give her a bit of healing. Tiana is just gonna come in and then guard for Aelia. And I finished off the game by going close range with Tiana. Yep, and that is how I win this match. Although it's not difficult as I would think, but in the beginning, when I see Listel going in like that, I was like, oh god. Am I gonna lose to someone that's barely even in Apex? That would be embarrassing if you think about it. So anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next replay and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are on the next replay. Anyways, let me pause this real quick. So now I'm fighting against another player. This one is more trivial than the last player I fought against. Although this is more meta geared, like more meta-ish, but I would say probably this one is a bit tougher, but anyways, this one is again an easy opponent. Unfortunately, I sorry to say this because sometimes I do end up having to fight someone that's below me, which honestly it is unfair to those who are fighting me, but it is what it is. Zilong just wanted to ruin everyone's day, huh? So, anyways, hopefully in the future they will improve something like this where you won't longer match against me if you're below me or higher than me. Hopefully that will come because, right now my matchmaking could be a bit rigged in some ways. But anyways, once again, this player made a mistake of banning Ymir, which I'm not gonna explain again because Ymir first bans is usually a bit interesting, but overall it's not really the best because you basically, in case if I mean this is fine if they don't have Enya, but if they do have Enya, then you pretty much get automatic loss there if things don't turn out in your favor. So I did what I normally would do. First ban Enya. If they don't pick Aelia next, I will ban her next. He banned my Jace, which is pretty common, and Rosensteel first pick, which is interesting. So because of that, I just banned Aelia plus the tank. So he'll have to force pick a tank, otherwise he'll go tankless. And he did the same with me as well. So I pick up Tyrantel because that's my only option. And I continue banning the DPS units. Like get rid of as many as possible. Okay, Tiana unfortunately won't be played here, but Reen gets placed here, which is the classic units from the past, like debuff meta, which doesn't really sit well with the current meta right now because of the the thing where you can stack up the debuff immunity with Ilya and also Rosensteel. Yeah, Ring is not gonna have a spot here, unfortunately. And Legend, that means double tank. And then he chose AO last, like right there. And anyways, my game plan is pretty similar to the last game, but maybe a little different because I have Tyrantale instead of Christiane. And also Bright Summoner instead of Tiana. So this match might be a bit more intense, but not as terrible as the last game, honestly. So yep, this is the enemy formation. Alright, let's start this match right now. And the first thing I do is of course guard. No point rushing in at the moment. And I do the seal on Ledin. And also in the future, like the next MU, which is very soon in a few
弱点を
days,
見つけた
they're gonna add a new headwear for Tyrantale, which will enable him to seal 2 of them if the enemy with the seal supremacy dies.
祈りの声を聞きなさい
Like the next time he casts the seal, he's gonna do it on 2 units, which makes makes him a monster in PvP.
とことん抗うまでだ
And I don't know if this guy even know that the lines, like the yellow line indicating, or in his screen might be red, but like that line is basically telling them that it's the range of Ilya. She will target you there.
消滅の時だ
And I guess this guy didn't get the memo. So I just straight up attack the team, and then Lennon guards it. Almost took it out. That's fine because. And then he got stunned, but it won't matter because it got cleansed afterwards by Rosen.
水晶よ帝国
Although
の
that
敵を
trick
倒
won't
す
work again, sadly, because of the crystal barrier.
アシアへの怒りを受けよ
水晶よ
Okay, no idea why would this person use Rosen Seal first. Honestly, for the common sense here is that you use her last in case if you had to right, reverse some of the damage, but hey, it is what it is, I guess.
闇を払います
And I use Bright Summoner to like summon a copy unicorn, and give everyone miracle to negate some damage. And here comes Ledin pulling my cloned Bright Summoner. Thankfully not my real one, the clone one. And to my surprise, the clone Bright Summoner stayed alive from that. Like how can the mage, or I should say range unit, survive that? Honestly, that is terrifying. If you had to deal with the Bright Summoner so tanky, even though they're not meant to be a tank. Okay, and then there comes Ring dishing out the AoE, which most of the debuffs did not even apply because of the Axiom all my units. Here comes another attack by Bright Summoner, which once again cannot kill because Ledin is so tanky nowadays. Of course, not in a bad way, but it's just that Ledin is ridiculously strong when it comes to high MDef, as you can see there. Like, I could hardly break through him with most of my units. So I use Tyrantale to attack right off the bat, and that should kill him because of it uses defense instead of MDef. And now he's down to Albedo as one and only tank, and I seal that one too, because she'll be target next. Try to 3C my whole team, which not effective because the whole group is just gonna ignore all that. But however, both my unicorns got silenced, which won't matter because I'm just gonna clean it off next turn. And here comes another AoE. Yeah, more silence, which is unfortunate. But thankfully my Enya is not silent, so I can just use this ability to clear everything out. And a good prophecy on Bright Summoner. And that almost killed my Enya, which surprisingly it didn't. And I used Bright Summoner to heal Enya back up. And I give the unicorn buff to Time and Tell.
水晶
Ruin Seal is just gonna heal
帝国の
herself
敵を
there.
倒すのです見よ三千と
Yeah,
輝
use
く勝利の光よ
Ishin to attack AO because she's unprotected right now. And then that caused Ring to be enraged once more. Put the Kree on Bright Summoner for more damage. And I use Ilya like the usual 2 range because the skill is blocked. I cannot use it anything else other than just the normal attack. Cannot summon Unicorn, cannot summon the Angel yet either because silence. Okay, Hymn of Light activated. Okay, she's gonna attack last, and down goes. And here comes AO back in action, but won't be as strong as the actual AO.
ターゲットは悪党
Yeah, put
絶対
accent
に容
on
赦しないわ
Time and Tell to maximize the immunity. And that I attack Albedo from far away, and this time it's a kill. Okay, Ring is just gonna keep attacking my whole team. Which this time there's no fixed or no debuffs applied to my team. And even if there is one, I'm just gonna clean it off. Ring is still standing, which is I'm a bit impressed that Ring can actually withstand that. At least one of the powerful attacks. Tarantel gets hit, but it survives, thankfully. Anyways, at this point, I'm just gonna ignore AO because she's not gonna do much here, and just focus my attack on Ring. And that was enough to like make him run away after killing Ring. And that's about it for this video. So hope y'all enjoyed the weekend. Well, depending on when you watch this. Like right now it's Monday for me. So anyways, hope y'all have a great day ahead of you, and I'll see y'all next time.